And while it was a quiet day here in the plains, we saw some excitement, some major excitement today out across the mountains of southern Colorado, including this funnel cloud spotted by News 5 viewer Dina Woods, who emailed this to our very own Mike Daniels. You know, Mike, such a saint, not even working today, sent me a text, sent me an email, said, Alan, if you can, get this up on air. I want to thank him for doing that. Such a wild day of weather. As far as I know, no reports of any damage or injuries from that funnel cloud. Take a look at this. Filtered sunshine in Paden this evening. Almost godly there. Photo sent in by Peter Schwepker. Love the windmill as well out of the countryside in eastern El Paso County. Today's highs once again very comfortable as expected. Back to the upper 70s in the Springs. Warmer today in Pueblo by several degrees at 87, but both areas a little below average for this time of the year. Tonight in the Springs, a little more mild than this time last night, but still pretty comfortable. Cool enough that you can actually open the windows up, let out some of the heat from the day. That'll continue into the overnight hours as we should drop down to the middle 50s by Tuesday morning. Pueblo, you're still in the low 70s, but by tomorrow you should drop down to the middle to upper 50s as you head out the door and start your day on Tuesday. Futurecast shows generally clear skies early tomorrow morning, and as that monsoon continues to retreat west, it's going to take that surface moisture, the mid and upper level moisture along with it. And that means we're going to be dry once again for the plains of Colorado. If we get the thunderstorms, they develop along and west of the Continental Divide. That's the favored areas for development, but we could see a few storms pop as well into the mountains, mountain valleys, maybe an isolated storm around Canyon City, also up towards northern parts of Teller County. So some great looking weather to get outside and recreate, take the dogs on a nice long walk, as it'll be near average by the afternoon with a high up near 82 degrees. Similar conditions expected on Wednesday. Thursday, we get a little bit more of a monsoon push, but that generally stays over the mountains with maybe a little bit of moisture trying to creep into the foothills here into the Pikes Peak region. Now, that day on Thursday, beginning at 6 p.m., it's Tales and Tunes at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. This is for adults 21 and up. Adult beverages will be served. There will be music and the entire zoo experience at your fingertips. I believe information and tickets are available on the zoo website. Maybe an isolated storm early, otherwise mild conditions, dry skies with temperatures dropping down to the low 70s. That event goes until 9:30. Now let's look ahead to Friday. Better development of that monsoon activity, and this does have the potential to spread farther east. So I think this is going to be our wettest day, and that's also kickoff day at the Colorado State Fair. That's in Pueblo. If you're heading out there, be prepared. There could be a little bit of light rain, maybe some thunderstorms anytime after about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, with those rain showers possible until the fair wraps up Friday night. Overnight lows tonight dropping down to the 40s and 50s here in the News 5 viewing area. Highs tomorrow, they'll jump up about 3 to 6 degrees. Region-wide could be flirting with 90 out there tomorrow in the Pueblo area. In the Springs, we'll take that 82 and add 2 more to that on Wednesday with a high of 84. Thursday's high also near 84 with those isolated storms. Friday, again, that's our best chance that we'll get wet, and then we warm through the weekend with some isolated storms still in the forecast. For Pueblo, near 90 Tuesday and then low 90s Wednesday, Thursday. And those 90s sticking around other than Friday as we head towards the weekend. Could even back up near the mid-90s by around Sunday. Canyon City, an isolated storm Tuesday. Certainly near average to above average temperatures over the next 7 days and near daily storm chances here into Fremont County. Similar story of Woodland Park. Areas west of the interstate sort of hold on to that moisture a little bit longer. That's pretty common with the monsoon, but maybe one dry day there Wednesday. Otherwise, those typical afternoon, evening showers and storms
that we're used to.
Yeah, this time of the year. And it's been really wet this year, so it's been nice.
Well, and we saw at the top of Pikes Peak the snow this week, and I love that you all have this competition, a friendly competition among our weather team about who will predict the snow falling first.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Alan Rose, October 21st, you say. Sam says October 7th. Mike says October 12th. Alex says November 17th. Why'd you pick the 21st?
You know, I've only been here 3 years. This will be the 4th winter. So I'm basing it a little bit on climatology, Diane, maybe cheating according to the weather team. The average date based on data that goes back years and years, October 26th. You know, Mike D, I call him the legend. We know he's been here a long time. He knows Southern Colorado weather better than anybody else. Maybe keep an eye on his date.
Well, a lot of people have been here a long time. We asked them, what do you think for today's KOAA Digital Survey? We said, when do you think we're going to get our first snow? September, October, November, December. And the majority of you coming in with the votes for October, 48% of the votes. They're with you, Alan.
Yeah, I think our viewers know the weather. And, you know, Alex was banking on La Nina, which typically brings in that later start to the season. That's what we saw last year. So, you know, it's anybody's ball game at this point. And, you know, as we say in the biz, stay tuned.
This is when you get into your meteorologist science talk.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to weigh in. I'm going to trust you guys. October, we'll see what it is. There's a prize. Is there a prize for whoever wins?
It was a
gentle... day off work. I'm going to say that for the boss.
I wish it was a gentle person's bet. We'll say that.
Got it. All right. Looking